Hi, Mary Page. Want to come on up? I'm going to put the music on here in a second. Let me get you up here first. Hi, Rattle Trap. Mary, click on the link and come on up. Mary, click on the link. Come join me. There she is. Hi there.
Hello.
Good morning. How are you?
Good morning.
And
Okay.
I did not get set up last night, so we're just doing it this morning.
All right. Yeah, I see us. We're up and on.
Oh, yeah, we are. I'm
Yes,
gonna put
sir.
the music. Gonna put the music on here in a minute. Give
Okay.
us a bit of a. Give us
I
7:40.
I found still waiting on the shirt, the guy that's supposed to be doing the big design. But in the meantime, I have a friend of mine that's making me one right now. I'm getting ready to go pick it up after we're done. But she does them like this kind, like this, where it's just a thing like that.
Yeah.
And I came up with just making one with all the like a bunch of fish on it, and it
Okay.
says it says father fish or the father fish shoal, and then underneath it keep it dirted. So she's going to make me one, and I thought and if we like it, that might be one to add to our arsenal. But I can get that made like now. So
Okay.
I
Well,
thought,
that's great. Let's see. Let me get this.
okay.
Let me
Good
get
morning.
this. Yeah. And say good morning, everybody. I'm gonna
Yes,
turn it on here.
just rattle traps so far. There's 6 people here, but
There were a couple of people. Aquarium cops here. Mr. Janet. Paul C. Oil Slick. Oil Rattle Trap. Hi, Rattle Trap. Hey, Chubbs. Morning. Rattle Trap. Good morning, Rattle Trap.
Say, wow, come, put them up, put your lips up. Yeah. Hi, guys.
Father fish, father fish. One place to go to if you have Vic. Your fish may itch or even flash. So father fish is your one-stop cap. Capital with an inch of sand. Capital with an inch of sand. Raise the temperature with a helping hand. And add some garlic on top of that span. The heat will go, your plants will grow, and all of your fish will have a happy home. Father fish, so father fish, your one-stop wonder if you keep fish. Starring Sir Father Fish and all his followers on the Father Fish channel. Over to you, Sir Father Fish. Hello, Mary. Mary, try and sort this one out. Let's talk about fish, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things, bad things that may be. Let's talk about fish.
Conquest. Good morning.
Let's talk about fish, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that can be. Let's talk about fish. Fish. Let's talk about fish. Let's talk about fish.
Thirsty Rabbit. Morning, Thirsty Rabbit.
Uh-oh.
Ah, hi, Mary.
There
Good
we
morning.
go. Good morning. How are you?
Good. A little rush this morning. I did not get the stream posted last night, which I normally do.
Yeah.
And then by the time I got in, there wasn't much sense in doing it that way. So I just decided to go live a little early and put the music on. So, but here we are, and we are a bit early. We're about 10 minutes early. We could play a little more. We've got a little feedback coming from somewhere. I
Okay.
think it's from you. It's like a little occasional blurb, like a blop blop blop. Do you hear that?
I think I do. Hold on. No telling. There's no telling what's going on in the background in here either.
Yeah, really. Well, that might
Okay.
be it.
Did it fix it?
I don't know. For
I
now,
moved
you moved your table. I'm
No,
reading
that
your lips. Oh well. So how are you today? You
I'm
said
doing well.
you said you got a possible T-shirt that we could.
Yes. Finally, my
Something.
daughter's, my son-in-law's sister makes shirts too, and I didn't know this. And I went over there yesterday, and I was talking to him about the place that's supposed to be doing the big shirts because she used to work there. And she was like, "Well, I can do some." And I said, "Okay, well." Then I came up with maybe doing a shoal shirt with her. So I think that'd be a pretty good idea.
All right, there we go.
Wait a minute.
Where am I? There I am.
I like when you shake your head.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing excellent. I'm going to be shipping out today some cups and maybe some fish. Actually, I've got an order going out to Aquarium Top. I was going to do today, but he wanted some glowfish, so I'm going to wait until tomorrow. I'm getting glowfish in, so I'll
Hey,
do
he
him. But I'm going to do cups today. So anyone who wants a cup, you can order it on what is it called? PayPal. PayPal $25 covered shipping and the cost of the cup. And I'll be if you do it this morning, I'll get it out in the mail today. That's the plan anyway. The best laid plans and all that.
Monday
Alan
plans.
Coon is here. Hi, Alan. Yeah, we're a bit early today. Things got kind of discombobulated. Just decided to get it up and get it going. Good morning, Laurie. How are you? Billy Dog. Yeah, there's an occasional word just backfeeding. It's backfeed for some reason. Thirsty Rabbit. I met Thirsty Rabbit over at Catfish the other day. Let's see. He should be getting real close to 1,000. Let's take a look here, see where he is. Well, copy. Oh, he hit 1,000.
All right.
Dynamite. Good job.
Excellent. Thirsty Rabbit. Have you watched Thirsty Rabbit's videos? He's a
No,
character. He is you should come up, Thirsty. He is full of energy.
Let's see what we got posted here.
Wee, or something.
Oh, that was funny. We just posted this link. Let me post. Here we go.
There's Susan.
Oh, good morning, Susan. Where is she? Chubbs, Lori, Susan. Good morning. Good morning.
Talking about Benny's stream last night. He had a wonderful birthday. That's
Yeah, he did. I was on that for
when
a
he
little
saw
while.
you, when he
But
saw you there, he knew he had the YouTube royalty there. He was so excited.
I know that was fun.
It was good.
Yeah. And I went over. Q was on about the same time. I jumped onto her screen for a bit, and she had just been to a swap in Erie, I guess, Pennsylvania. A really big swap. It was really very impressive. There were
Oh, wow.
shops there and hobbyists. People had driven in for hours to get there. It's in kind of mid Pennsylvania, I guess. But it looked, I was this guy and that I couldn't be there. I had to, I had to bought the place out. I was excited. That was fun.
Hey, Aquatic Conquest has a question already. Let's see. Oh, he was wondering how fish get the way, the colors they are.
Oh my goodness. You know what we need to do? We need to get Bill up here. The man who developed the glowfish line for commercial use is here in the area. He's retired. Just a great guy. We've had him at our club a number of times, and I've been thinking about calling him and ask him if he'll join us. I know he will. Well, I'll do that. And then he can explain the man who's responsible for the glowfish being in the hobby. Now, he did not design the original glowfish. That was done in a laboratory in Texas, and it was done specifically to create a marker for research in research labs. But it created such a stir and such an unusual animal that a couple of local farmers here in Florida bought the patent or the use of the patent to be able to produce them in quantity. And then they hired Bill to do that. He was working at 5D, I think, at the time, and they developed it on their farms. But we'll do that. We'll get him up here and have him explain how that was done. A lot of it's still trade secret stuff because it involves gene splicing.
Right, because everybody thinks they're dyed, but they're not dyed. It's something with the.
No, they're not dyed. That's right, and they do breed true. Although it's a violation of the patent to breed them for sale. The patent gives exclusive rights to the patent owner to breed them for sale. Although they're coming in now from the Orient and have been the same process has been done with a number of other kinds of animals. The first one was the first glowfish was the zebra, and after that they did the white skirt tetra, and then the barb zebra, the tiger barb, and then after that it's been angels and angels and bettas. I expect the discus will be next, The betta is not as spectacular as I thought it would be. I thought it was going to be something really magnificent, and it's not. Um, I guess what I was expecting is that the glow properties would be merged in with the color, the normal color pattern of the betta, and that's not what's been produced. It's been a glow, just totally glow
Yeah,
betta. So I'm not that impressed with it. Nor am I the angel. I've seen the angels.
I've
That
heard
this
of.
be interesting, but I think the reality is that they've done about all they can do with it now, um, unless they can figure out a way to change so that the only certain chromatophores are affected. But it's unlikely that'll happen. That would be a lot more research.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to get Bill up here. That would be fun.
Oh, that would. There's a few more that have snuck in on you. Let's see here. Patrick's come in.
Petraman. Hi, Petraman. Petraman wants to order some dwarf frogs. I need to get some stuff posted on uh, Get Gills. If you want to order those Petraman, you can do it. You can do it through PayPal. Uh, Shipping will be $20. And you can just do it that way. They're $10 each for the frogs, so it'd be 40. And just do it on PayPal. Fatherfish at fatherfish.net is the PayPal account name. Fatherfish at fatherfish.net for anyone who wants to order a mug or anything else and that's not yet listed on GetGills, or not yet on the site. The site is up and operating, but I don't think we've got the frogs on it yet. I've talked to Jeremy about it to try to get a few more things up on the website, but it's fatherfishaquariums.com. Somebody can post that, fatherfishaquariums.com. You can also order there. We're hoping sometime soon to begin posting on Aquavid. Once we do that, it'll be also possible to order on Aquavid. I just need to get up there and do it. Who else?
Chubbs is hot or
Thursday
highlight.
we just shipped to Australia. I don't think we can get through customs. If you have an import license, I've got to have an export license, which I don't have to be able to do it. So prior to 9/11, I shipped all over the world. After 9/11, I can't do anything without having a license, and I can't get a license. So it's kind of put the kibosh on that. There are some ways to do it, but so far I haven't. It just hasn't been worthwhile looking into it. I can ship dry goods. I can ship the mug and things like that. I don't think I can get away with shipping the soil additive, but we can ship merch to Australia. Just can't do fish or plants or anything else organic. Yes, I can do a mug, Thirsty Rabbit. Absolutely. The shipping is horridly expensive. I shipped a mug to Canada and it was $30. That was not Postal Service, that was FedEx. Postal Service, I shipped a box to Lee in England, and also shipped some stuff to Tom Dendy in Denmark. They were about $25 each. So shipping to Australia, if you'll include 25 with the 25, I'll ship you a mug. If it costs more, I'll just cover it. So I'm happy to do that. Sam Dam is here. I didn't. There he is. Sure enough. Hi, Sam Dam. Mary Page's clipboard's erased again.
Yeah. Okay, there's Chubb's question. It's right there at the bottom of the tab,
Oh,
right above Craig's.
Monday evening. Ha! Bill Witt saying good Monday evening. Yes, indeed.
Do you see Chubb's question
Chubb
there?
is asking for highlight plants. Um, yeah, I can get them. I haven't ordered any. Currently, I don't have any highlight plants, but I can get them. And I was thinking about doing an order. Probably, if I can get my rent paid, I'll do it next week. Um, I'll keep you posted on that. I will remember Chubbs, and I think I can do that and get them in probably next week. I don't think I can do it this week. I got to get the rent paid. I fell behind. I got to tell you this. Um, COVID knocked me for a loop. I fell behind my rent 2 months and spent the summer getting it caught up. I was within half a month and was talking to my landlord last week, I think, about my birthday. And after we finished talking, his secretary called me up and said that he had decided to give me the remaining half month as a birthday present. Well, that was pretty substantial and
That
pretty
was
exciting. So that got me caught up on a big one. So that was really wonderful. Just a tremendous birthday present. Alex is here. Good morning, Alex. How are you this morning? Let me just. I'm going to keep posting this link, so anybody who would like to come up is welcome to do so.
come on down. See,
Alex is apparently feeling better. He was moving his head side to side. Yesterday, I was watching Aquarium Cop just donated 25 to pay Thirsty Rabbit shipping. Oh, how nice! How nice! And there's Chubbs.
Hey, good morning.
Morning, Chubbs.
good
How are you? Good to see
I'm
you.
good. Yep. Nice to see y'all, Mary Page. But yeah, I'm looking to do more rare and unusual plants in this next tank. You know,
Oh,
so
nice.
that's what I'm intending to do. And I did a test yesterday with that 9 o'clock G prism light.
Yeah.
I put it on my other planet tank, and I tell you what, it blows that planet 3.0 away.
Wow.
If it's not 3 times brighter, it's 4 times brighter.
Wow. Amazing.
So,
Well,
with 2 of them
yeah,
75, I think it'll be all right.
that's what you need for the reds to keep those
Yeah.
reds going.
And the color spectrum on this thing is ridiculous.
Now, what is it? Tell us about the light.
It's a 9 o'clock prism G, 9 o'clock G prism. I'll show it to you. This is the light. Let's see. Yeah, you see this the type of LEDs they got in there, just massive. And this is the light. It's a 16-inch light. But the spectrums on it is crazy.
Huh.
Let me Let's see if I can get it set up on here real quick.
I got a couple of days for saltwater, and they're real impressive.
Well, this one they say they tuned it for fresh water. In other words, you know, it was a saltwater concept, but they tuned it for fresh water.
Oh, nice.
That's what Alex was asking, if we would type out the name model of it.
Yeah, it's 9 o'clock G Prism. Same ones that make Thrive. But see if I can turn this camera around.
Yeah. Just maybe if you would drop that and check.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Thanks,
But,
Chubbs.
you see how it has a green night light?
Oh,
That's-
yeah.
You
That's
see,
nice.
this is the Planet
That's
3.0 right here.
Isn't that
But,
cool?
turn on the lights. You see how bright that is.
Oh, yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah.
What did you say the name of it again? I didn't quite hear you.
9 o'clock G.
9 o'clock G.
Spell
Yeah.
that.
I'll spell it in chat. I don't really exactly remember.
Okay.
Let's see.
Thanks, Chubb.
NILOCG.
Okay. NILOC.
Yep. Same
Lori
ones
said,
the same people that make the Thrive.
oh, okay.
Yep.
That's nice.
But I mean, this light is freaking
Working.
fantastic. I'm looking to get another one. I gotta buy a piece to connect the two together.
Mhm.
And
Right.
yeah. I mean, the color spectrums on this thing is ridiculous. You can see the reflection of the LEDs.
You're looking like the Bayou George Farmer.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Very cool. Yeah.
Yeah, so yep. But I mean, it's bright as crazy. But,
Yeah, I never saw the green before. That's something new.
yeah, from what I've seen, the green spectrum is supposed to be more important than the blue, you know.
Or the red, yeah.
Yeah. But you can see just from the 3.0,
Oh, yeah.
you know, the 3.0 looks okay, but then you go over here,
Wow.
it's like,
Wow.
wow.
But
Yeah,
also the
really.
height of the
Yeah.
way it's up the aquarium. That
And
really
then you turn it down to about 50% is where they tell you to start, you know. And
Oh,
then
really?
even at 50%, it looks fantastic.
That's 50%.
That's 50%.
Wow.
huh.
Pretty
And
important.
even at 50%, it's double the Planet 3.0, I would say.
Where'd you buy it?
From 9 o'clock G.
Direct.
Okay.
All
Yeah,
right.
direct from them. I think that's the only place you can get it.
Huh.
Yeah, Alex just put the name in there.
Yep.
Oh, I think he just
9 o'clock G Prism light. I'm impressed with it so far. I haven't had, no extended time with it on, but I mean, just from the first impressions, it's impressive.
thank you, Alex. He just posted the link for it.
Yeah. But yeah, I gotta get another one. I only ordered one just to kind of check it out,
Yeah.
just to see what it would do. But right now, I'm definitely getting another one. Maybe even 2 more, 3 more.
That's nice.
Oh yeah. Yep, that's really nice.
Really nice.
Yep. But yeah, so yeah, I'm just looking for some, more unusual stuff to put in the tank. Stuff that people really haven't seen before,
Yeah, right.
So,
Yeah, the check the site and it's out of stock. That figures.
yeah,
What?
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
But I think that's with the Amazon link too. So probably if you go directly to the company, maybe.
yeah. Last I talked to him, well, I already got it on order. I think it's not gonna be until like October 20th.
Huh.
Yeah, so people are buying them up like crazy.
Nice.
I
Yeah,
see.
it's affordable too. It's not horribly expensive.
Yep.
Not the cheapest light by any stretch.
No, I mean, it's a little bit cheaper than a Planet 3.0, the 48-inch Planet 3.0. But I mean, you got to have two of them, so it's kind of almost double the Planet 3.0.
Well,
But
exactly.
really,
Yeah.
a Planet 3.0 on a 75-gallon is not enough. You really kind of need two of them anyway. I got away with it. I just had to raise it up like 4 inches, but most of my plants in that tank is all low light plants.
Right.
So
Nice. Nice.
Very nice.
yeah,
Okay. Patrick just put you up a question. Let's see here. Fourth one up
So
from the
set up
bottom.
a 140 black water. Which plants go well for such an aquarium? It's a 140. That's fairly big tank. So you can do some big fish in there if you want. The thing that's interesting about big fish is that virtually all big fish are black water fish. They all like, that is to say, they all like living in the shadows. And typically, like the catfish will
yeah,
live
yeah.
in holes or under stumps, or they live in the dark primarily. So you can get away with big fish and a lot of different ones. Not so, not Oscars or that kind of fish, but the lurker fish, the predators, the fish like bass that live in hidey holes. If you're doing smaller fish, you really have to kind of decide what you want to do with the decor, and that's going to be a big determiner. Chubbs, thank you for coming on. Wanted to get your input in in this conversation with Patrick, because you're kind of living in dark in Blackwater territory down there. You
Yeah.
know, a lot of it with the muddy river. Um, Plant wise, one of the things that does really well in Blackwater tanks is the Eponogetans. And of course, they're very, very showy plants, the bulb plants. Um, and one of the benefits of the bulb plant is that snails don't seem to eat them, at least in my experience. I'd be curious to hear anyone else who has trouble with snails chewing on their Eponogeton plants. I've not had it happen, and I've had plant eating snails in with them, and they haven't touched it. There he is back again. Chubb, you want to
Yeah.
comment on this start on this Blackwater thing?
What's that?
Well, Patrick Paulson setting up a 140 Blackwater, and he wants advice on what kind of fish or plants to do in a Blackwater tank.
I would go with low light plants because the black water it beats the light to a lot. So do low light plants or easy to grow plants and just be good. One thing I would watch out with a black water tank is the pH drop. Um,
Right.
one plant
Dallas
substrate.
area. Yeah,
One plant
Dallas.
substrate.
Yeah.
One plant substrate that I know of is the Seachem Great Coast. It has a calcium buffer that keeps your pH stable.
Huh.
So that might help them out.
Yeah, add a little carbonates.
Yeah.
Uh,
It should work pretty good.
Let's see. Got Marco here from Italy. We like to know when people come from all over the world. He's a great supporter.
Marco
Yep.
Lisadori. Good morning, Marco.
Fellow Italiano.
Yeah. Are you not working?
Was that?
Are you not working right now? Do
No,
you have
I'm at home right now. I go back to work this week.
Petro Man said thank you, Chubbs, for showing that.
Yeah,
No
he's
problem.
all up about it. He's gonna get him one for his guppy
Yeah.
tech. That'll be cool.
Yeah. They talk a lot. I mean, I've been following them on Facebook and stuff, and you know they're supposed to be really good. You know, my first impressions were it's bright as hell, but that don't mean they can grow plants. So but they did the
Right.
research and they really did put it into it. It's gonna be a good light.
Alex has listed a bunch of plants here that work well with lower pH, 5 to 6.
And see
you,
what that. If you're doing
yeah,
a black water tank, but you want to keep your carbonate, your hardness up, that Seachem's Great Coast would definitely do that.
cool. Wisteria, Homolamina Sudoku. Homolamina Sudoku South. That's one I can't get. All good plants down to 5 or 6. Yeah, you can do a lower pH. Andres was talking about this when he was on Friday, talking about lowering your pH and maintaining alkalinity. And he made the point that at very low pHs, you've got to have some alkalinity, or the biology stops working, and it'll develop ammonia, and the pH will go back up.
Yep.
Very
But yeah,
cool.
Great Coast is a good buffer. It's high in calcium. It just keeps your hardness up.
Right. LP
You
alert.
have a hard water tank, but still have the black water look.
Right. Alex is saying that light would be great for Rotella, Florida. Whoops, I lost it. Rep.
Yeah, I got some Rotella Vietnam Atra coming in.
Yeah, the Ludwigias, Rotella, the Buse,
Mm-hmm.
and Onubius flowering. Huh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, the color spectrums on it is ridiculous. I mean,
Yeah,
I've never seen that spectrum. I mean, they got purples, they got blues, greens, reds, oranges. I mean, the spectrums on it is crazy.
amazing.
It really is. So hopefully it works as well as it will.
Great.
Well, you look amazing.
Come on, Patrick.
Yep, Patrick and LP. You said LP. Here, Fishy.
Alex, you want
Oh,
to? So Patrick Paulson, thanks. Give me an idea of direction. Have a lot of us research. Cool.
yeah,
Albino Anubias.
that's what I was just saying. I know a movie.
Yeah.
Albino Anubias. What's he talking about?
The white Anubias,
Yeah.
Huh.
like the bicolor, the one that has like white and green on the leaf. And they got the full white.
Huh.
Yeah, I've seen those. Yeah. I would imagine they would need highlight being white. You know, they
You,
can't go up as
you
much.
get to defend yourself now, Alex.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you? You get to
Good.
defend
Hey, Chubbs. Hey, Mary.
Hi,
What's
Alex.
going on?
Sorry, I got so excited by those plants. The prospect of rare plants. That's my thing.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's what I
Nice.
wanted to try to do with this other 75.
If I were you, I would try to find plants that Florida Aquatic Nurseries doesn't carry, because those are the ones that are rarer and harder to find in our hobby generally, because
Yeah.
Fan distributes all over the country, and then everyone kind of shares those plants. So you see the
Right.
same 70 plants,
Exactly.
and then there's 1,800 species though out in the hobby in theory.
Yeah.
So, but
Yeah.
I would recommend, if you're down in the South somewhere,
Yeah, I'm in Louisiana.
Chubbs.
Yeah, I'm in Louisiana.
Okay, like you've got some really beautiful native Ludwigias down there
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
that'll
Definitely.
color up really nice. You could go out and collect. And also the Panhandle of Florida has Rotala ramosior, which is like $15 a stem if you buy
Yeah.
it online a lot of times.
Yeah.
Right back.
But it needs crazy light like that one.
Did you see that Rotella Morii that I got with that I found on the gravel road?
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, I found it growing out of a
Yeah, I saw that. That's nice.
gravel road. That's crazy, huh?
Really?
Yeah, it was
Wow.
literally growing out of a limestone gravel road on an industrial park section.
Wow.
So it likes hard water.
Apparently, because it like limestone. But
Yeah.
it's growing good. I
Oh,
mean, I
that's
got
cool.
it at like 3 or 4 inches. I'm sure it needs more light because in 4 months it's only got up to like 8 inches or 9 inches, but it's doing good. I mean,
Yeah. Well, that's cool. Has it transformed at all, like into a submersed form, or is it pretty much the same?
Go ahead. I'll show you. I'll show it to you right now.
All right. Yes, anybody out there that's
How are
watching?
you doing, Mary?
Doing good, Alex. How about yourself? You feeling better?
I'm feeling better. I
Good.
got 5 hours of sleep, which is the most I've gotten
No,
in 2
1
weeks.
second. Yeah.
Yay.
Switch out right here a second. Let me move this light.
Oh, thanks, Chubbs.
Yeah, for any newcomers out there, when Father Fish drops that link, y'all can do
Yeah, I'll go away.
No, like you. He really enjoys
There you go.
that
You can
stuff.
see it there.
Oh, nice.
And you see it's spreading new sprouts too.
Lee in your name.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'm
You're
kind of
far from-
surprised how it's spreading.
See the structure of it.
Yeah.
Look at all this stuff.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Hey, wait a minute.
Mhm.
Shrink me.
Yeah, I'm trying to get.
I think we got some feedback somewhere.
Yeah. I think Father Fish trying to get it to zoom in. There you go. And you can see how tall it's gotten. But yeah, I found that growing in a gravel road.
Well,
You see the structure of it.
Wow.
It's
Now, have you
beautiful.
tank Chubbs?
What's that?
Thank you when you put straight in the other day.
Oh, the other substrate? No, I haven't put any plants in. I got 11 plants coming in. Some of the rare crips from LRB and some other
Wow.
really nice plants from Jacob's Aquatics, Jacob's Aquarium. But I want y'all to kind of take a look at how big this Crypt Tropica is.
That's so pretty.
It's massive. It's literally taking up a quarter of a 75-gallon tank. And that was just one pot. I planted just one pot. The thing is huge.
Another
10
great
tall.
crypt is crypt that LRB has is crypt Nuri Rosen Maiden. It's expensive,
Yeah.
but under a
Yeah,
highlight,
I
it's beautiful. It looks like the skin
I
of you
I
got
got
it.
one coming in. I just ordered it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It looks like a watermelon with tiger stripes. Like it's really
Yeah.
pretty.
I know. Yeah, I had to order that one. As soon as I got that highlight,
That one
I had
and
to get it.
I'll be right back.
yeah, if you got the highlight, another really beautiful one is Laganandra me bold eyes.
I think I ordered that one too. Honestly.
They're really
Yeah.
they're really pretty too. The silver and the pink are both like metallic leafed, like a boost
Yeah, I
kind of.
definitely gotta give it to Alex, and I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna get a list of plants together, but because I know you know a lot more about it than me, so I'm gonna get with you, and I'm gonna try to get a bunch of good stuff together for this other tank.
Sure, we can chat. I love plants. I think right now I've got about 160 species in my tanks altogether.
Right. I got, I think, 26 or
but
27 in this one tank.
nice. That's the way I roll too. I have collectoritis with
Pack it
them.
in.
I just need one
Yeah,
or
as soon
two.
as I see a clear spot, kind of like this, I'm like, oh, gotta get another plant.
I know.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yep, the collectoritis. This Crypt Spiralis is doing really good.
Yeah, those are beautiful too. Do you have is it Spiralis Red Tiger?
No,
or is
it's
it
just a
normal
regular Spiralis. Yeah, it's just a
Have
regular
you seen
Spiralis.
the Red Tiger one?
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah,
these leaf
I've got
stages
one
are
of those.
spreading like crazy.
Oh, nice. Is that metallic corkscrew valve?
No, it's
from
just a
Lucas?
regular corkscrew.
Oh, okay. He's got the red stuff too.
Crypt Parva. You ever seen Crypt Parva grow out of wood?
No.
I got it. It's actually planted in the wood.
That's cool.
Wow.
It's doing good.
Oh, neat. That's really cool. What kind of wood is that? Malaysian driftwood or something?
No, it's just a local stump that I found floating in a canal. I chopped it up.
Oh,
it was
nice.
eaten up by termites. And the shrimp, the fish, the plants, everything loves it.
Cool.
Nice.
It doesn't put off a ton of
termite
tannins?
recommend it. But yeah, you can see I even got some Java fern growing off of the wood. But yeah, the
Nice.
shrimp love it. The plants love it. The parva's doing really good. I had 2 little holes that I put the parva in, and it took off. I mean, it's actually starting to spread.
Nice. Nice. The wood must be soft enough then. That's great.
Yeah, it's really soft wood. I mean, it was eaten by termites, and then so it's real porous. The shrimp love it, absolutely love it.
So,
my vinyl bristle nose started breeding.
oh, cool. Probably the tannins then.
Yeah, it did make the tank a little tannic at first, but then just water changes stopped.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great.
This
That's the nice part about pre-soaked wood.
this other plant you see down there, the 4E, that's another local that I collected. I still don't know what it is.
Which one?
There's you see the
That little
4
one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another one I collected. It's
Are those
growing.
4 leaves all
really
together?
No, they kind of spread out.
Or is it 2 and then 2?
It's back there. Yeah, it's 2 and then 2.
Okay.
You spread
I'll
out.
help you identify it later.
Yeah. I'll give it to you later. But Yeah, I haven't been able to identify that one, but that's another local I collected. I
That's
had
cool.
another Wigia, but I think I just didn't have enough light for it. It kind of died off. If I know where it's at, I can go collect some more.
Is that the light you were talking about on this tank,
Well, no, this is
or
the
is this
Planet
the
3.0.
3.0?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
this is the other light.
Oh, okay. It looks like a drone.
Yeah, it's just one of them, like the old box lights that they used to make. They
Yep.
said they tuned it for fresh water. So.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think Odyssey, spelled like sea, like the ocean. I
Yeah.
think they make the same, or I think the same LED manufacturer makes the same light, as far as I've
I don't
found in like looking. A lot of times things have the same components when
Right.
it's they get them in China and then they put them together with different hardware.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. From what I read on the, I follow them on the Facebook group and all that stuff, and they said they went through. It's not just a Chinese box light for salt water. They went through and they tuned everything for fresh water, and we're gonna see.
That's great.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty impressed with the light that it puts out compared to the 3.0. But I consider the 3.0 a pretty
Yeah.
damn good light, But I mean,
Yeah.
it blows it out the water.
Careful not to burn your plants. That's the only thing I'd say.
I know that's
Yeah, exactly.
the only reason I
Right.
had it on high is just to show what it can do. Not that I was leave it like that for long. But,
Yeah. Maybe if you want to flower something, I guess. Yeah.
yeah, but I would actually probably tune it to the brightness of the 3.0 and then go from there.
And then red.
Yeah, well,
Right.
the way they got it is the red is tuned in with the blue, which I don't like. I don't know if I can get in there and
Interesting.
program it differently because I don't run very much blue at all.
Now the green.
Yeah, I don't either.
Is that green its own diode, or is that a mixed color?
The green is on the nightlight mode, so the green is constant.
Huh. Huh.
But from what I've seen, that the green is a more important spectrum than the red or the blue.
That's interesting.
That
I've
is.
never seen a green on LEDs.
Yeah,
Did
they
it
They're
start.
on the
Did it have yellow in there also?
Well, yeah, it's all falls into the white spectrum.
Okay.
the green I've seen on twin star lights and ADA lights.
Huh.
And those are good lights. So.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
It's not common.
Yeah.
The red's real common.
Yeah, red and blue seem to be the most common that I see.
Well, from what I've seen and what I've read, the blue light is the most penetrating spectrum, and also the most damaging, and also the most algae causing.
Yes.
So that's why I only run that Planet 3.0. It comes on at 4:30 in the morning. It goes off at 9 o'clock at night, but it only has 2 hours of 50% blue light. And it's only like
Okay.
4 hours of full, 100% light going over there. But
Yeah.
it's got a big curve in it.
Yeah. Well, if you look at like almost most plants, and the spectrum is from blue to red going this way, from ultraviolet to infrared. The way plants grow, you can look at the graph. It's online. It's easy to find if you just look for like plant spectrum. It looks like a snail, like it's a big bell curve, and then there's a giant spike in red, and then it goes away. So that's for flowering. So blue and greens are for vegetative growth, and you get algae and things too. But that'll grow it faster, taller. Then in the middle, you'll get denser growth. And then at the far end, when you start getting into the reds, then you get the flowering trigger. So it thinks it's late in the year because the sun goes through the atmosphere at an angle depending on the season. And in the winter, that's when we get the least of it. But sunset and sunrise, you get the red light the most because it has the most atmosphere to travel through. So that's why the blue rays penetrate the best. That's why you see them in the daytime because, the blue sky, it scatters every other color except for the blue.
Right.
It reflects the blue, or the blue gets to our eyes reflected off of our atmosphere.
Yeah. Well, the way I looked at it,
some people go crazy about it.
Blue is more penetrating and it's more invasive than any other light. So I toned that down way a lot, And
Yeah.
Bentley Pascal, his explanation of the 3.0 that helped me out tremendously.
Yeah, that's a good video.
That's an awesome video. Anybody that got a Planet 3.0 should watch that video.
You want to post a link to that?
I can.
Yeah.
I'll go look it up.
Cynthia's asking, can I put a water lettuce in my aquarium?
A what?
She wants to put water lettuce in her aquarium. So the same question would apply to hyacinth. They're an outdoor plant, which simply means they require a great deal of light, very intense light.
Yeah.
Something like the sun in order to be able to thrive.
It's in water lettuce. Like I have water lettuce in my fridge. It's listed like dwarf water lettuce. I'm assuming it's just babies of it. I don't know.
Yeah, normal water lettuce will get dinner plate size.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got that out here.
But the little guys,
they get
guys will get, Red root floaters are another really beautiful one that need a lot of light, but they're really pretty.
Yeah, we got water lettuce over here that's double the size of most dinner plates.
Yeah.
Cool. Is that in Louisiana?
Yeah. We got
you guys have the water hyacinth too all over.
We got water hyacinth that'll clog up a canal so much that a mud boat can't get through it.
Yeah.
You really
Florida's got a lot of that too.
Yeah, they do.
Aquatic Conquest is asking something about the light spectrum of 67K or 6,700K. Best for aquatic plants.
Yeah.
Is it for outside of water?
It depends what plants you have. I'm looking at that comment too. It depends what plants you have, but that's a good middle range for most plants. Yeah, I mean it's somewhere between 5,500 and like 7,200 is kind of the range, anywhere in there. But yeah, that's a good middle range for most plants to just vegetatively grow.
Yep.
I'm laughing at Lee and Father Fish.
Yeah, we're having a little side chat.
Oh boy, I see that.
He will cock the aquatic idiot. I agree with that. It's all right though. He's our
How does
aquatic
he
idiot.
change his name every day?
Because he can. I mean, he's been the brilliant Lee, the king of DIY. What was the other one the other day? I can't remember.
I like Governor.
Governor Lee. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, he might be an aquatic idiot, but he's our aquatic idiot.
That's right. We love him.
Right. Got that right. Red
Fin Nipper J Puddle says, my wife wants to put our first betta who died recently into a flower pot and then into the aquarium. I imagine 2 inches of sand on top of that will suffice, but I just wanted to ask. I'd maybe wait a little bit, ideally, because there's going to be gases that want to be released from a body like that. I don't know. See what Father Fish says, but I'd probably wait a little while above water and then I'd put it in and it's full of nutrients.
I guess it depends on how finicky you are. I tend,
Yeah.
for little fish, I tend to push them down in the sand when they die. I just do it routinely.
Yeah. And that works out just fine with the ammonia and everything?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. You know, it's not going to hurt anything. And if she puts a plant above it, then she can call the plant by the name of the better.
Yeah. Well, do you have any small tanks like 10 gallons that you do that with?
15s, yeah. I've got
so small.
a lot of 15 small tanks. Yeah, that I do that with.
Good.
But the substrate in there is about 3 to 4 inches deep. So I've got a third of it substrate. So it goes down and it doesn't come back up.
Well, I saw you gentlemen talking about the Garden of Eden. You mind if I show you some of my plants? But I'll just be quiet about it because my wife is sleeping in the next room where the plants are. But I'll show you guys some more plants if we're on the topic.
Okay. That'd be nice. Love looking at
All right,
plants.
I'll head in there. I'll be quiet though.
Still talking about the water left while Alex goes in. I was going to tell her. She said better than frog bit. I love mine. It's easy to manage. And mine, in fact, I found out you guys, and I ordered this on Amazon. So,
Mary, you're breaking up real bad. Yeah.
It may be the internet. Can't hear it.
That's better.
Is it better now?
Yes.
Okay.
So check out all these baby angelfish fry right here.
Oh, nice.
They just moved them from the glass to a Taiwanese lily.
Oh.
Aren't they pretty?
These two spawn it. They spawn every 4 weeks on cue, and then they eat their babies on cue.
Lee.
I miss being able to do that. I'm selling plants out of my tanks at such a clip. I did a video yesterday showing planted tanks because they're not going to look like that in a week. That is beautiful.
That is.
And this is a Flu Ball 3.0 is all that's on here.
Really? Yeah.
And then here we have an Aponogeton ovasis that's flowering.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, your video on the Aponogeton was amazing.
You ever try to fertilize the flower?
Yeah.
Have you been able to get any seeds?
Yeah, there's some seeds actually right down in here.
Huh.
Can you see the little light brown?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that came from this one that's done now.
Oh,
and
nice.
it's self-fertilized.
It's self-fertilized.
Yeah, that's when it has two prongs like this, it can self-fertilize.
Self-pollinates.
I haven't seen two prongs on mine. That's interesting.
It'll do that oftentimes if there's no other Aponogetons in the room.
Huh.
Yeah, after your video, I ordered an Aponogeton.
Yeah, I love Aponogetons. Alex, I've noticed that the snails don't attack my Aponogetons. Do you think they're emitting some kind of nastiness that's preventing snails from eating them?
Yeah, I do.
They're such a delicate plant. I was really amazed that big, nasty plant eating snails were not decimating them.
Awesome.
Is that a zebra loach?
Panda.
A panda loach. Nice.
Yeah, they're the little baby ones.
Huh.
They're still considered fry.
Well,
They're not even an inch long, these ones.
I
Pretty.
just
And then
switched over
these
to
are
my
these are
headset
those long.
to help out the sound.
And then these are those long fin cories.
oh yeah,
Yeah, those are gorgeous.
they're real impressive.
Come on. I don't want to like poke him, but let's see if we can get one to come out.
There are a bunch of new cories starting to come in.
Yeah, they're really cool.
Yeah. Huh, like a salt and pepper.
Yeah. And then I'll show you the tank upstairs real quick too.
Yeah, the dorsal fin on those things are impressive.
Yeah, that's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
We lost Mary.
Yeah, fish streams, your Panagitan might not have died. It might have just died back. They're seasonal.
This is that Logonondra me bold eye silver right here.
Oh yeah.
That's a nice one. And then the Logonondra pink back here.
Yeah. Real nice.
When it first sprouts, it's real pretty, and then it's metallic. Green and red, which is kind of weird to have green and red in the same spectrum.
Yeah, right.
And then this is one that I love here. This is Hygrophila polysperma or sunset.
Wow.
Yeah, I really like that one too.
And then Ludwigia exlacustris right here. This one will turn blood red under that light you've got. And it's native to the U.S.
Awesome.
Limnophilia mini, Aromatica mini. And then anything else interesting in here that's right? This is the Homlominia. It looks just like a Nubius almost, except it's got light green on it too.
Oh yeah.
That's nice.
Like the Nana Petite.
Really nice.
Yes. Very similar to the Nana Petite. And then here's like an Anubius gold coin that's hurting. It's got some black beard on it.
Blackbeard. Yeah. Huh.
So I need to treat that. But and this is kind of cool. My intake tube has been colonized by moss kind of nicely. but not the
Nice.
actual intake.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And then the last tank I have, this is super low light, this next one. You could do this with a light bulb from the grocery store. Yeah, it's metal corkscrew valve that under highlight turns blood red. And then a bunch of Boost, Anubias. And then there's Bulbitis hedulata mini. It's an African fern. You can see the
Yep.
fiddleheads growing right here.
All right.
Oh, nice. So
Yeah, I got
you
the regular. I got the regular Bulbitis.
And then here is the Asian version of the Bulbitis. It's from India.
Oh, nice.
It's like a dark green, and it kind of just curls over more.
Yeah.
Out of water, it looks really different, but it looks pretty similar in
Really
water.
cool.
There's another Anubias gold or Cophifolia up there. But this tank is so low light that, you know, not like there's a Ludwigia back there. The same one that's blood red in the other tank is like just slightly purple or pink.
Yep.
And then some Starogen Repens. More Petite Nana that's just floating around. Mini Butterfly in low light, just because I wanted to see if it could keep it alive. And then Tiger Lily.
Yep. Yeah. My Tiger Lotus is going crazy.
Yeah, they're nuts. I love them.
know, they're from anywhere, want they? They're amazing.
Yeah, I got the bulb actually broke loose from the first one, and then it started sprouting again.
Right.
So now I got two Tiger Lotus.
I didn't hear if y'all did y'all get Petroman's question about if y'all use CO2?
I don't
yeah.
use CO2.
Okay.
This tank is CO2. This is my only tank running CO2 right now.
Yeah.
But very little. Like I go through this 2.5 gallon, I go through, or 2.5 pound, I go through every 6 months or so. I do about a bubble every 2 to 3 seconds, so very minimal.
Yeah, I got no CO2 on mine.
Yeah, I don't do
And you can see the light spectrum here off of this is a twin star light. It's got green, red, light white, and then cool white,
Yep.
like warm and cool white, red, green, and blue.
Yeah, it was kind of a toss up for me between a twin star and that other one, and I was gonna take a chance on a more unknown one, you know.
Yeah, for sure. I would say that what I like about this light is that it makes the fish look really beautiful. Like the blues on the little panda guppies stand out really well, or on like cichlids, but you can't change any settings, which is a bummer.
Yeah.
Or like these little albino blue eye babies.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that the Ponageton has qualities as well as Hedulata bulbitis and Anubias. There's something that they don't like about eating it as much. This is kind of a pretty plant, this one too. This is ovalis or Nicaea ovalis peach.
Yeah, that's nice.
You just have so many colors.
Yeah, it's a nice color, isn't it?
I actually think I collected that over here.
Oh, cool.
I think that might be the one that died off because I didn't have enough light.
And then this is mini red butterfly, Rotala. And then right here we've got Bacopa colorata. And then Bacopa monieri up here. And then my favorite in here is all closed up right now, but that's the I love these, the Kabamba Frittata. That's bright red here, bright pink red. It's all the colors of the rainbow.
Right. Yeah.
These guys,
I had a
but they open and close, and then they follow the light.
right. Yeah. When I did a big trim on my tank after
And this
not
is that
trimming it for
little
4 months.
lily I was talking about, Father Fish.
Oh yeah.
6
Yeah.
months old, and that's all it'll do.
Oh my word. Huh.
It's pretty.
Yeah, I trimmed out a piece of Kabamba green out my tank that was almost 5 feet long.
Whoa. All right, I'm done monopolizing screen time.
It's good
You're
monopolize.
glad to see you're feeling
Yeah.
better.
I am. I can move again. Okay.
Nice. Oh, let's see.
What do we do?
Kind of back into what's in here, Mary Page? Who's talking about what?
Let's see. Everybody was talking about the CO2.
The truth about CO2, in my opinion, is that you don't need CO2 unless you're doing liquid fertilizers and have high light. If you don't have those two other elements, there's no point in doing CO2.
That's interesting.
Because if the way I explain it is, if a plant is a construction site, think of it as each plant is a construction site. Your carbon is your steel beams and concrete that build the actual structure, the skeleton. 70% of its physical weight, other than water, is going to be like carbon. And the rest of the nutrients are kind of like your furnishings, your windows, your crown molding, your stairways, your railings. And light is like the energy and the accountant on the job. So light will moderate how many workers can show up. Carbon will decide how big it can get and how sturdy it can be. But if you have a bunch of steel sitting there, as in CO2, a bunch of metal girders sitting at a construction site, and you don't have the light or workers to build the building, there's no point. And if you don't have the furnishings, you can grow a plant quickly, but you'll also grow algae and you won't get the colors. So the fine little things like, so phosphorus and phosphates are what control the plant's metabolism. So you could kind of say that's the actual money that pays the workers on the site. I don't know, it's a weird metaphor, but to me it kind of works.
Yeah,
I like it.
makes sense to me.
But that way, you look at it that way, and then all the other little furnishings, so magnesium, manganese, zinc, those smaller trace elements, those are like your final touches, like the carpet, the drapes, the furniture, like the fancy touches, the very reddest of the red, the flowering, the different colors. Whereas if you don't have those, you really only need nitrogen, potassium, iron, and phosphates and carbon. Those are the things you need. But people don't think about it. Aerating your tank is injecting CO2 because our atmosphere has CO2 in it. So
Right.
our atmosphere is only 30% oxygen. The rest is nitrogen and other, a good 4% of it's random things in your house. It's CO2, O2, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, just different gases, also pollutant gases, So if you have water surface agitation, you're actually getting some amount, maybe 20% the amount of carbon into the water that you would with just using actual CO2 pressurized. But liquid CO2 that people use in a bottle is kind of like the ingots or the raw minerals that you'd make the iron beams of at your construction site. So you still have to melt it and smelt it in a foundation, which is your substrate. You can't turn it into buildable material until it breaks down and oxidizes. So while it is helpful to catch particulate matter and then come out in your filter, it doesn't actually work as loose carbon in the same way that gaseous carbon does. It needs to get to that state and then bubble out of the substrate via bacteria.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey,
So I don't know. That's just my little way of thinking about it.
Alex, I'd like you to go take a look at my video on how I did this substrate and tell me what you think about it.
Is that the one with kitty litter in it too?
Yeah, it's got litter in it and everything at the bottom.
I think I saw that video, but I'll watch it again. I just kind of had
Yeah.
it playing on random on channels I subscribe to. I'll check it out again though. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 7 total different substrates.
Whoa.
Yeah.
oh, Fish Dreams was wondering what makes Kabamba shed.
Usually not enough carbon is one thing, but I mean, not enough light can do it. Although usually it just turns purple. But really, the main thing is if the water gets too acidic, it can do that too. It likes minerality somewhat. The Kabamba carolinianus, or no, is it caroliniatus? It's the American one. There's an American one from the States, and then there's one from South America. The Kabamba furcata likes nothing in the water, the red stuff that I had, but the purple Kabamba likes harder water, I believe. So I think it's a lack of minerality usually. You can tell when you look, if it's turning yellow and then falling off, that's usually phosphates. If it's getting mushy, it could be iron and it could be potassium if it's getting mushy or holes in it. And if it's losing its purple hue at the tips, then it's a lack of iron usually.
Yep. All right, well, I'm about to get off of here. I'll still be in chat, but I got some other things to do.
Thank you, Chubbs.
Cheers, Chubbs.
See you.
All right, yeah, Alex, I'm going to get in touch with you. I'll hit you up on Messenger or something.
Sounds good, man.
All right, talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
I'll hop off of the screen too. I feel like I'm hogging the screen. I'll just lurk in the chat. It's the Father Fish Show.
You're showing so much good.
Thank you.
Well, thanks for having me. I'll be in the chat for a while.
All right.
Alex.
Take care. Love you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Am I? I see the aquatic idiot is hard at work here.
Yelly, you got me.
Ah,
Now I see what you're dealing with, Father Fish.
all right. Really.
It's okay. We love you, Lee.
Yeah, in
He's
spite
just-
of yourself. Right.
This.
Alex talking about balance. Yeah, that was very helpful. That talk at the end about Kabamba. I had a hard time with Kabamba until I finally started setting up very hard water systems, and now my Kabamba flourishes. It does really, really well. It's such a wonderful plant. Oh. Does vitamin B kill COVID? Yes. Also, Father Fish kills COVID. Yeah, I'm death on COVID.
Cheers. Cheers
Really.
to that.
Thank you, Alex. It's wonderful.
Absolutely.
What are we doing time wise? We need to take a little break here. Let me get the girls up. Let's see.
And Ro, I
Maybe-
hope you feel. Rose said she was going to lay down. She wasn't feeling.
Yeah, said she wasn't feeling well. Let me get the girls up here.
If I've missed anything, y'all please post it. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
y'all
really.
had some good. I really admire everybody knowing all the. That's what I'm trying to learn, all the stuff about the plants, and I haven't decided to.
Oh, he's amazing, isn't he?
On my
Yes.
way, on my way, Father Fish. He comes on in the morning every day. Add some soil, cap it with sand, then add plants. He will help you the right way. Add some fish and walk away.
I haven't seen Cassie B here or
No,
Rox.
I haven't.
Eat them high quality food. Thy food is best. Keep it dirted, keep it all natural. I found my way back to Father Fish. Bye, all.
Haven't seen my.
Find myself in times of trouble. Father Fish, He comforts me. Speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my time of darkness, He is streaming right in front of me. Speaking words of wisdom, let it be.
Mary, we're getting a feedback
Let
from
it
something over
be,
there.
let it be. Stand and let it be. Father's words of wisdom, let it be. When all the broken-hearted fishes living in the tank agree, there is an answer, let it be. For though it may be cloudy, there is still a chance we can see. There is an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be. As I'm standing, let it be. There is an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be. As I'm standing, let it be. Father's words of wisdom, let it be.
Very
Good
nice.
morning, Father Fish and all my fellow soulmates. I'm sorry I can't be there. Sorry I haven't been there much. I've been having a really hard time sleeping lately. And I just want to let you guys know that I miss you. I miss being a part of the Father Fish Shoal in the morning. And I'm hoping to squish this not being able to sleep shtick so I can be all back with the shoal soon. I miss you guys, and I love you, and I hope to see you guys soon. Have a great day, guys. And if it can't be a great day, make it one. God bless.
Oh my. Well, here we are. Well, I don't know that we can equal the raw power of the first hour. We'll give it our best shot. How's that? Glory. Thank you, Alex. And thank you, Chubbs, for a great hour's worth of information and learning. I touched on something the other day that I want to talk about again because it kind of came back up. And I think it bears repeating. This hobby is, if you think about somebody like Alex, redfish, bluefish, chubs, some of the people who are taking it in directions that are extremely sophisticated, it demonstrates that the hobby is at once one of the perhaps the most difficult discipline that it is possible to get involved in. It has infinite depth. It's possible to go in a direction and with a focus that becomes increasingly intense and increasingly narrow and just go on infinitely in that direction. Just a tiny aspect of the hobby can consume a person's entire disciplined life. And yet, it is a hobby that is open to literally anyone and literally everyone. A child can engage happily in the aquarium hobby and fill their time and lives with the joy and the spectacle of watching little living creatures in a bucket or with a glass jar peering down into a creek, watching the little fish and other critters. It is infinitely complex and yet fundamentally very simple. For my part, I've chosen to do what I do best, which is to keep things simple. I do not maintain the complexity of some of the absolute geniuses who we have among us. And I've determined that my best role is as a shopkeeper, as one who invites and encourages and supports brand new people who just fall in love with glowfish or guppies and want to keep them in a little bowl. And I teach them how to do that, how to do it simply and easily and effectively so that they can begin to learn. They can begin to learn. So that is to say, every single one of us has a different approach to this hobby. And every single one of us who have been at it for even a little while have discovered things that work really effectively based on who we are and what we do as individuals. So, in that sense, the hobby is highly individuated. It's highly personal and highly specific and lends itself easily and comfortably to each person doing their own thing and learning to be effective at it. Oh, we can share ideas, and we do. We share back and forth all the time. But don't let yourself get trapped in the notion that any one person has all the answers, or even lots of answers, or even some of the answers. Because all of the answers come down to each of our individual efforts and what we are able to achieve and the ways in which we're able to do it based on who we are and what we're about. Aquarium Cop is encouraging the preacher in me. I appreciate it. So when someone comes on and says, oh, well, this is what you have to do, rest assured that that's a person who really doesn't know what they're literally doesn't know what they're talking about. Let me explain what I mean by that. I used to have a friend, a spiritual guide, who would say to me all the time, it's in the knowing. It's in the knowing. Not the ideas, not the theories, not the philosophy, but the knowledge, the certain knowledge. And knowledge is something that each of us gain individually for ourselves. It's personal, it's internal, it's how this system works. It works with a certain knowledge that's built up over the years and over a lifetime. And that knowledge gives us a personal kind of wisdom. And as it increases, we become increasingly aware that our wisdom is just that. It's for us, it's personal, it's mine. It doesn't necessarily transfer. It's not necessarily something that's going to work for somebody else. So, at best, what we need to be doing is encouraging others in their journey, in their effort to grow, in their effort to learn, not by giving out all the solutions, but by presenting the problems, by offering a deeper insight that'll allow them to go further down that road. Alex is an absolute genius in that respect. He his his vision, his image, his model of growing plants as a construction site is really a case in point because it helps us to get a sense of of the plant as a system that requires all kinds of different efforts. And we can apply them and try them and kind of mix and match until we begin to see something emerge as a result of those efforts. It's personal. It's personal and it's private, and it happens in our little fish room and in our little fish tank with no one else around. It's private. It's personal. And yet, and yet, it's something we cherish to share. And that's really why we're here. We're here to share. We're here for the sheer joy of sharing what we've learned, of what we've figured out, not as a guide or a how to manual, but as another piece for you to put in the puzzle that you're putting together in your fish tank. Something else to try, something else to look at, something else to consider. And as you do, you find a way to do it, find a way to use it that may be effective and may well not. Okay, Mary Page is back and somebody's on the phone.
Good morning, Jamie. Can y'all hear me?
Google. I don't need to talk to Google.
Praise nature. Praise nature and find your niche.
Amen.
Praise nature.
Amen. That's it. That's right, Aquarium Cop. That's what it is. You know, we all come at this utter miracle of life from our own individual personal perspective. We all come at it differently. We all come at it from different angles, and the majesty and the glory of creation is so utterly complex and utterly wonderful that we can find a way through it and make things happen that are themselves miracles. Let's see.
I don't think this is working.
That's better, I think, Mary.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We're not getting the feedback, I don't think.
Okay.
That
Excellent.
seems better.
Excuse me.
It'll be good when you get home and can use the real computer.
Yes.
These series telephones create their own problems.
Hey, I've got like a system going on here.
I know you do. I know.
Oh, there's Aquarium Cop. Hey, Aquarium Cop. That was beautiful, though, Father Fish. It really was.
Well, thank you. Alex says, I guarantee if you stay in a fish room, you will not catch COVID. I dare say. I dare say. And
I was asking if it was a full moon.
we appreciate you nerding out, Alex. It's just wonderful.
So what's Aquarium Cop up to?
Well, he's got himself muted right now.
Oh, okay.
He gets excited. Aquarium Cop gets excited.
He's coming in there.
You bet.
That's why we love him.
I look forward to the day with Aquarium Cop and with a few other good friends when they will be able to show themselves. You know, we've got people coming from all different kinds of experiences, and in the case of Aquarium Cop, it's very important for him professionally to maintain his privacy.
We respect that.
When he retires and we get him down here to Florida, we're going to have him all over the place. That'll be great fun. But we appreciate him, and we love you, Aquarium Cop. Absolutely do.
It always looks like we're in a party.
Lee
Let's see.
Wilcox. I'm gonna have to nail you to the wall here, Lee. We're gonna have to have we're gonna have to have a little talk about this. You keep bringing it up and bringing it up because it's obviously some fundamental concern to you, as it ought to be. Let me
Father
just
Fish.
say something.
Father,
Yes.
Father Fish understands me. Thank you, sir.
I do.
Yeah.
do.
We see your inner beauty. We don't have to see the rest.
Well, I also know what all of this has meant to the aquarium cop in terms of the inspiration and joy he's derived from it. I want to get back to Lee here a minute. There's something I want to say. He says, "What's wrong with this God thing?" And I'll tell you what's wrong with this God thing, Lee. What's wrong with this God thing is that you've got stuck in your brain an understanding of God that you got when you're 3 years old and that you've never grown out of. By the time I was 6, I knew that God was not some white-haired old man sitting in the sky, but was spirit that infused the world as I knew it. At 6, I knew that. At 6, that was perfectly clear to me. At 6, I gave up the notion that I had as a 3-year-old that God was some creature sitting in the clouds passing judgment. That's what's wrong with this God thing. People with childish ideas who use them as whipping posts to try to beat up on people who left that behind, in my case, 77 years ago. So if you want to talk to me about God, I'm happy to do it. But I'm not going to do it on the level of a 3-year-old. You give up that notion and we can have a conversation. Is that clear enough? Big City Beta.
Hi, Amber. I hope she's feeling better.
Yeah, what did she say? I saw a comment and then blew past it, missed it.
That was back when I was on the looking for. Okay. Oh, she's talking about how she's in love with the Wallstead tanks. They're like nature aquariums, and her main fish room is silent.
Oh, that's clear.
And greenery. Is that the one?
I don't know what that was. Yeah, do it again. I lost track.
Okay. She was just talking about how peaceful her fish room was, I guess, because she's not running, like filters and all that stuff. She says that's why she's in love with the Wallstead tanks. They're like nature aquariums, and my main fish room is silent, but so full of life and greenery.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I spent a lot of years of my life working with deaf people, people who can't hear and typically can't talk. And I brought fish tanks into my center and into my church for those folks. And a lot of them picked up on it. A lot of them became avid tropical fish hobbyists because it's visual and it's tactical. It's not really an auditory experience. Now, I use my auditory facilities when I'm walking around in the fish room. I'm listening for things. I'm also smelling. I'm seeing. I'm occasionally tasting. I use all my senses, but you don't need your auditory senses to be able to keep tropical fish, which is just really kind of interesting. It sort of focuses in a little more on what I was just talking about. That for each of us, this is a very personal experience and one that we enjoy because what we create is so much an expression of ourselves. All right, Lee Wilcox. We're going to do it again here. Lee Wilcox, if your God exists, like the Jew God or the Hindu gods or the Greek gods or Zoroastrian, which one is the true God? Okay, that's far enough. Which one is the true God? The true God is the one and only true God. That's the true God. And many of these other gods are, in fact, not gods at all. They are demigods. They're, if you will, demons. Minor spirits.
Oh, Cop, we can't hear you.
That was not cop. That was my feedback on your, I think, on your phone. Well, yeah, maybe it was cop. He was off, and he's off. He's muted.
Okay. I saw when it talked his, his little badge flash
I think he was live at that point. I don't know. He shows muted. I don't know what's going on.
Okay. But you hear me okay. There's Vinny.
So let me just finish up this point with Lee. I cannot show you the God who I know. I can only witness to his to what he does in me. I can witness to his presence in my life with my life. So I struggle at moments like this to communicate more of myself as an expression of what God is doing in my life. If that's of meaning and value to you, then I'm happy to share it. If it is not, then I really cannot do anything much about that. Each of us comes as an individual. There is no, it's beyond science, it's beyond truth. It is in the knowing. I was talking about earlier about knowing. When you know something, then it has a certainty in your life that's well beyond facts, well beyond science, well beyond theory. It is what I refer to as certain knowledge. It is what you are willing to stand on and die for. And there are things in my life that I stand on and will die for, and that's one of them. So until you reach that point, we're really not having a conversation. We're just bouncing stuff off each other. All right, moving along. Patrick Fulton. I'm going to make a comment on this stream after the live stream that we need one really simple rule. And you all need to use earplugs or headsets.
Yes, I'm hoping.
Feedback loop. Yeah, the feedback loop is a real problem.
Can I say something for the fish?
Please do.
It's not Mary. It's not you. YouTube is trying to eliminate third party apps like StreamYard.
Huh.
So I've been watching live streams. I'm talking very soft right now. I've been watching live streams for the past 3 days, and everybody's having the same problem, and it's not the users.
Huh.
They're trying to eliminate third-party
Isn't that
apps.
interesting?
I don't know what they want us to do. If they have a Google app, which is Google's YouTube, let us know what it is. And also, posting they call it links in chats. They're starting to eliminate that too. So somebody's got to look into that. I'm not a computer dude. I'm just a little dude that loves fish and loves Father Fish and loves Mary and loves the show. But I'm telling you, in the past 3 days, they've made a big change on YouTube, and someone needs to look into that. Like the computer geeks need to look into that. Like I can't do that.
Okay.
All right.
So it's not Mary, it's not Chubbs, it's not anybody else that's talking to you. It's not your fault. Like everybody's like, "What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong?"
Yeah.
It's not us. It's not us. There's something going down. That's all I can tell you. And I'm not a conspiracy person. I'm just letting you know from what I'm seeing on small channels, on big channels, on medium channels. It's happening to everybody.
Wow. Yeah, I know YouTube just came out with a new streaming protocol that I began to look at and decided not to use, mainly because I don't like change. I used it, it works for me, I'm happy with it. And the reality is that using their stream protocol, you've got to use an app like this anyway. So, kind of what's the point? But you're probably right. It is something they just came out with.
But I'm pretty sure it's a Google app. I forget the name of it, but Google owns YouTube. YouTube owns Google. Whatever which way it goes, I don't know. But yeah, that's the problem right now, and they're gonna shut it down, dude. It's all going down.
Wow.
They already started with shutting everybody's bells off. Like, I'm like, oh, I haven't heard from this channel in a while. You meaning getting a notification? And then I go there, and then I see the bell is off, and I know I didn't unclick the bell.
Right.
Because there's little channels that get really big really fast, like promoting sex and stuff like that. Like it's all fake.
Yeah.
I even seen them on Mary Pages. I see comments on Mary Pages comments, like on her video, like, "Hey, you lonely baby?" Like
I
what the
get
heck
that
is that?
occasionally.
So they're trying to like eliminate all that stuff. They're called bots.
Yep.
And they're trying to just clean up the street. So I don't know. Father Fish, one of your friends needs to find out, because I'm almost positive StreamYard's going to be gone like really soon.
Wow.
So
I see abolished. Let's see.
It's so sad that I can't go on YouTube and I can press I want to make a stream and invite my friends. Like, why can't it just be on YouTube? Like, I always wanted to do everything on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like, so it wouldn't be a problem. You know what I mean? So now people are, going StreamYard and all this other stuff, and like StreamYard's making a bunch of money, I guess, and YouTube's like, wait, what? I don't know what the problem is, but I've noticed on many streams it's a problem.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, thank you for that. We
I don't know the answer. I'm just giving you a heads up.
We'll just muddle through somehow. Lee just made a really interesting comment that's got me laughing. He says Christian Jews are Muslim and Muslims are warring, not the atheists. Oh dear. Have you noticed, Mr. Lee? I'll give you 3 examples. Nazi Germany, Russia, and China, all 3 atheist nations, where atheism was
Is it now?
required of their citizenry. All 3 are the most warring and most troubling nations probably in the history of the world. And there are more. Don't come off with that kind of garbage. That's pure garbage. Joanna, realize these things shouldn't influence my faith or relationship with God. Took me a long time. Yeah, that's right, Joanna. It's a personal relationship. It's one to one. And that one to one really can't be broken because there's nobody in between. It's you and the Lord. It's the two of you. It's right there. And that can't be broken. That can't be damaged. Nobody stands in between that.
I think it
Abolish
was a
Marx believes in the force. All right. All right. Go, Mary Page. What?
okay. No, Abolished was saying that he works on some stuff, and he said if you ever need help with that, with like the StreamYard or getting something going, I was trying to find the comment again. Cynthia had not a question, but she had put another video up on Facebook, and she wanted to make sure that you went and checked it in a little while because she was having a little hard time with all the busyness of the stream.
Cynthia,
Facebook is evil.
Cynthia,
Yeah, on our phone.
really.
Facebook is evil.
Facebook is evil. Quite so. Cynthia Ponce just made. Cynthia is a sweet young girl, young woman, I should say, in the Philippines. She says, I love this channel so much because people can talk and talking is good. It eases sometimes that things we cannot even utter are to our closest. So it's good. I'm happy to hear Lee Wilcox, as are we all. As are we all. And I agree wholeheartedly. We've got to be able to be open and frank and talk in love and in friendship with each other about things that matter, about the most important things in our lives. If we can't do that, then what value is this at all? If we can't talk about what burns inside of us and share that in a way that is healthy, in a way that is mutually supportive, in a way that's loving and caring, if we can't do that, we may as well not even be here, because that's really what all of this is about, is just being able to share. Finipper,
Right.
humans are flawed. Every religion exists because of that. We're here to learn. The Tao says if you want to change from something, you first have to join with it. Finipper, very good. Thank you. Yes, Betsy, thank you. Take care. Bye-bye. We can coexist, says Joanna. You betcha. You betcha. No man cometh unto me but by the Lord. Aquatic Conquest. Patrick, the day you realize that what you were talking about is in fact you thinking, then you level up. Yeah, amen. Absolutely. Absolutely right. You don't believe, Lee's saying you didn't believe in a magic man in the sky. Lee, I don't either. I think it's foolishness to believe in a magic man in the sky. I think that's childish and foolishness. I don't believe in it either. And I'm glad you don't.
It's all what's in your heart.
It's all what's in your heart, you bet. Greater is he that is in me than he who is in the world. You bet. Joanna, communism kills most of the people in the world. Amen. Amen. Look at the numbers.
Yeah, it's these headsets.
You see,
I'll get some headsets. Can y'all hear me? I'm sorry, Father Fish. Please
yeah,
forgive
we
me.
can hear. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Sorry, y'all. It's been one of those Mondays. I had
Indeed. Fortunately, we had Alex and Chubbs here to save our butts
yeah.
because it ain't been easy since then.
Hey, you've done great.
Well,
Let's see. I was just oh, you handled that brilliantly. That's all I have to say.
well, thank you.
But that's a deep subject. And, let's see. Barb, I was trying to catch up.
Father Fish,
Yeah, yeah, aquatic.
what I've noticed in the past 3 days is you two's trying to do something, but no one's doing nothing wrong. But like, just say I'm talking now, right? And you and Mary should like mute, and then after I say something, I mute, and then you talk, and we're muted. That's the only way you can get around this right now until it's figured out. Like no one has feedback right now. I'm on this, you're on this, she's on that. None of us have our sound settings incorrectly. I believe because you just did it. You were the only one talking like 5 minutes ago, and it was perfectly clear if the other person was muted. And then
Huh.
you said your stuff, and then you would mute yourself to let Mary just say something back to you. You know, it's not the way it's supposed to be, but whatever Google and YouTube's doing, that's what I've noticed in the past 3
You're
days
right. It's
has been the only way it could work right now.
Huh. Yep. Yep. Let's see. Mary, I muted you. Do you see how to do that for yourself? You just hit the little microphone button up there. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. If you will do that when you're not talking and then unmute it when you need to say something, that's what Aquarian Cop is suggesting. That's what he's doing. I don't think I need to. I can, but I don't think I need to. If I need to, I will.
Okay, so now I could talk, and that sounds better. We're learning. Let's see. Somebody did have I don't know if it was another link or another thing besides StreamYard, but of course, with all this going on, I have lost it. Oh, somebody said go to Rumble. Is that like StreamYard?
See, that was working. Father Fish spoke. You and I were muted.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then Mary spoke.
Yeah.
Father Fish and I were muted. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
But
Huh.
I don't think that's. It's just a glitch right now, and I think there's like probably a Google app or something which is owned by YouTube and Google that they want us to use.
Right. Huh. Oh, fish drink. Yeah, my problem is remembering to click it.
Let's see.
Right.
Joanna just recently interested in betas. Joanna.
Well, there's the one that'll charm you for the rest of your life. Bettas are magnificent. And let's see.
The one that just said something about whatever it was I just said it's another. What did I say it was? Bramble. Oh gosh, I've just lost it today. It's Monday, and I think my tablet's.
Oh, Cynthia's got a lot of bettas. Look at that. She has veil tail, crown tail, half moons, and koi crown tail. Nice. Nice. Very cheap in the Philippines, she says.
Father and Mary, mute for a minute. I just want to say something. I was watching a stream with Aqua Balls and HC Aqua. They were going back and forth, and they were doing the same thing. Like he would say something, he would mute. Then he would say something, he would mute, and it was beautiful. The whole stream was totally fine. But they said something, both of them, in the stream was, yes, bettas are easy to breed, sort of say, but to raise the baby bettas is a whole different story. Just had to say that because I thought it was brilliant.
Yeah, too true. It's like a lot of things though. I have a friend who's been raising um, Nemo clowns for many years, and he can take a hatching, rather a clutch of eggs, hatch them out, and grow out every one of them. And he does it routinely. He just developed a system that works for him, and that is absolutely locked down. That he can make work every single time. And that's kind of what it takes, is getting to the place where you've got all your protocols in place so that you can repeat a sequence of activities that occur in the right at the right time in the right measure, that result in baby bettas getting fed at every stage of their development. Really true. All right, we're getting down to it here. This has been interesting. Uh, we are not here to offend. We are here to uphold, to support, to encourage, and to show love. And we seek to, but we are not here to censor. We're not here to put down. We're here to allow people to express their earnest beliefs and to discuss those beliefs with each other. So you're going to find a little different kind of conversation here. Uh, and I try to steer it. I try to steer it in such a way that we can all remain happy and friends. And I trust we've done that. I trust we are continuing to do that. I'm just going back checking back here. We've lost. Oh, look at that. I'm looking at myself. Imagine that. There's a bit of a lag there. Funny stuff. Funny stuff. All right, boys and girls, we're gonna play some music here. Let me get a tune or two up. Who we've not played? We've played everybody. So let's do this. Uh, let's go to Mr. There we go.
Mary, try and sort this one out. Let's talk about fish, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about fish. Let's talk about fish, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that can be. Let's talk about fish. Fish. Let's talk about fish. Let's talk about fish.
Yeah.
Instrumental break. Let's talk about fish, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about fish. Let's talk about fish. 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 Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about fish. Let's talk about fish. Fish. I think that one will do.
Yeah.
I'll play it back and I'll see what I think. I think it's probably the
More.
Bye, all. Bye, everybody. See you in the morning if you can bear it one more day.
Say, wow, give me those clouds. Put them up. Put them up. What you doing, son? Yeah. All right, guys. I'm out for real this time. Ciao.
The principle, if you will, of enjoying your aquarium is a function of setting it up so that it is as trouble-free and as labor-free as is possible. And that's really all I've been trying to teach through all these videos, is how to set up an aquarium that's trouble-free, that's labor-free, that's easy to maintain, that you can walk away from for an extended period of time, and it will remain stable and healthy. So I guess that's really, if you're having trouble, that's what you need to figure out, is that it really is possible. Excuse me, I've got the hiccup. It really is possible to set up an aquarium that is honestly trouble-free. I was watching a video recently, a pretty long one, by a good aquarist.